Refocusing Barbados is on the campus at UWI St. Augustine. I got the opportunity to touch base with a very busy McKeskey Peters. He is the Guild president this year. McKeskey, welcome. Thank you for talking to us at Refocusing Barbados.
Yes, thank you.
Very busy week here, lots going on.
Yes, a lot is going on. As you know, we have orientation week, very hectic time.
About how many students do you anticipate?
We have, well, throughout the entire village, we have about 3,000 to 4,000 students on a daily basis. Most of them are new students. Numbers sort of dropped due to tuition issues in the other countries, but because we have GATE, obviously, that number would of course remain in terms of nationals.
Well, you can't say you have GATE. Let's wait until Monday.
Yes, that's true. We have to wait till Monday. You know, you have general election, so yes.
What's going on? What are you paying attention to as a young Trinidadian in the campaign?
I am looking at policies. Policies geared towards youth development, and quite frankly, from all the parties, we are seeing plans, but we are not seeing plans to educate our youth to get out of poverty. We are creating a dependency syndrome. I would say GATE is a dependency syndrome. You know, we use it as a weapon. You know, politicians use it as a weapon for young people. Yes, education is good, but at the same time, what are we putting in place? So when they leave the university, because annually we have about 4,000 to 5,000 students leaving university annually, and there isn't any jobs, right? So that is my thing. What are you doing to give young people jobs, job creation, right? And in terms of sustainability, we cannot look at social programs. So we have ERP tests and all these different things going on, but at the same time, these are short-term jobs. Why we have to import workers from all over the international, not the Caribbean, internationally, bringing doctors, bringing engineers, when we have the university right here? We could specialize, put specializations in the university to educate our young people and put them back into the society so that they could work for us. So that is my concern, looking at policies that would benefit the young people within our country.
Has the Guild been doing anything to engage young Trinidadian students in how to listen to the debates, in how to be able to interact with the campaign?
Yes. Well, for the first time, our Guild was able to bring together politicians and party leaders from all the various parties in one room. And that happened yesterday, actually. That happened yesterday over at the Learning Resource Center. It was a political debate, a panel discussion hosted by the Political Society in conjunction with the Guild, in particular our National Affairs Chairperson. And at that forum, students got an opportunity to question our leaders, more so question the current government as to, okay, you all got 5 terms in office, what are you going to do more for us, right? And for those parties that are seeking office, what plans do you all plan to put in place that never existed before? So that opportunity was there for our students, and even further to that, via our social media, we gave students the opportunity to voice their concerns, etc. Now, we also appear on the various media shows, morning shows, you know, to advocate on our students' behalf. As you know, we have 18,000 students. Of that $18,000, at least 18,000 students, sorry, at least 60% of those students are nationals, right? So it is very critical.
Right. Now, you think about the Guild and you think about young people who are interested maybe perhaps in becoming leaders one day. Is there any, outside of the campaign, do you have direct linkages? Are there debates with the youth arms of the party? What is the structure like in terms of the Guild and the parties to create that kind of synergy?
Well, the reality is the Guild tries to be very much apolitical.
Yes.
You know, we don't want to seem of having any alliance with any political party. You know, so in that regard, what we try to do, we work with the youth leagues from the different political parties, and we ask them to come together as youths and sit down and offer discussion, right? And that discussion sometimes is very useful because we get to hear it from a youth perspective. But in terms of engaging one political party and bringing them on campus, it's a bit difficult.
Not
you know,
one. I
yes,
didn't expect you to
yes,
be one.
yes.
You're not partisan, but you are political.
Exactly.
Listening to elements of the campaign, I get the impression that Trinidad is grappling with the same issue perhaps Barbados is grappling with in terms of how do we treat our Caribbean neighbors who want to come to our countries to work. I heard a little bit of discussion about should we accept immigrants to do jobs when Trinidadians don't have jobs, that kind of thing. The Guild is local, but it's also pan-Caribbean. Have you been paying attention to the policies in terms of CARICOM and Caribbean togetherness?
Now, CARICOM in particular, right, especially the Treaty of Chaguaramas, you know, allows free movement for all nationals across the Caribbean region. Unfortunately, we have a lot of situations where we have students here at the University of the West Indies getting problems to access jobs within Trinidad and Tobago, because obviously preference is given to nationals. And vice versa in the other Caribbean regions. I would say, you know, as a guild, we sit as a body because we have a guild in Caville University, Mona, even Open Campus.
Yes.
Open Campus is all the Caribbean regions. So we meet annual, by semester. Actually, on the 13th of September, we'll have all the guilds coming down to Trinidad here, and we're going to have a discussion. And one of the focus will be on immigration, right? And more so CARICOM, because we plan to write to the heads of government to let them know what is going on with our young people, right? We cannot treat CARICOM nationals like that. Because again, I want to stress on international students and more so international individuals. They are coming into our country, you know, and they are working. And more so, what about our people? What about the Caribbean region, right? So that is my concern. And we are working, again, as I said, to ensure that things move forward.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You said that the rates and fees across the other universities are also affecting your numbers here. Did I understand that right?
Yes, of course, right? Well, when I say not the rates of fees, I'm talking about the government in particular. Like, for example, Jamaica is no longer funding their medical students. That's 70% aspect. And then with Barbados, the student revolving loan, that in itself has prevented a lot of students coming to Trinidad to do engineering in particular. So we would have seen the numbers in students coming from those countries would have reduced significantly. If you look at the recent article put forward by the Caville campus, it showed that numbers at the Caville campus dropped very at an all-time low. I mean, this is St. Augustine still maintain that strength in terms of the number of students, but obviously if we are losing our brothers from the other Caribbean countries, that goes to show something, and something must be done.